A digital signature, like a normal signature, verifies that someone confirms or owns a digital file. What are the requirements for such a signature to work? Well, first of all, only you should be able to sign something. You must have the unique capabilities to put down that signature on a file, and no one else can copy your signature. Then everyone else should be able to confirm that it is your signature. How could we come up with something like this? Well, we could simply use an asymmetric crypto system and sign with the private key. Why would such a system actually work? Remember that the public and the private key are unique and they are inverse operations to each other. So the private key undoes the public key operations and the public key undoes the private key operations. So what Alice could actually do to sign a document? She creates a private key E. Now let's stick with the normal definitions. So let's keep the private key D and then the public key is going to be E. Now she's going to take that document and encrypt it with her private key D. So this will have a lock on it signed by Alice. And she will publish that file. Now, the public has this public key, of course, and everyone can just use that key to undo this encryption and just read that file. Because this key pair here is unique, everyone knows, okay, only Alice could have encrypted that file in such a way that I could decrypt it with her public key. So we can uniquely identify Alice, and Alice is going to be the only one who can sign with this private key. So let's run through an example with RSA to sign something. Be aware that in reality that there are better suited algorithms to do this. For example, Bitcoin uses the elliptic curve digital signature algorithm, but the principle is exactly the same. So let's say RSA gives us a public key which is 13 and a private key which is then going to be 37. This is the same as in the previous example. If you don't remember how to derive such numbers, have a look at the RSA video again. So now Alice plays a guessing game. She has to guess a number between 1 and 10, and if she guesses right, she gets some reward. So she needs to somehow sign her guess that everyone here in the poll knows what she actually guessed. So she's guessing 2. And she's going to encrypt that 2 with her private key. So she's going to raise 2 to the power of 37 to the mod of 77, which equals 51. And she's going to publish that encrypted guess, 51. Now, for the public to verify that she actually guessed 2, the public will go take that 51, raise it to the power of the public key 13, and then take the modulus of 77, which is then gonna give 2. Oh, and this 77 is also given by the RSA protocol. It's that number which is derived by multiplying 2 prime numbers, and which is gonna generate Alice's private key based on the knowledge of her knowing those 2 prime numbers.